we turn our attention to something every Nigerian household feels, which is the rising cost of food. From gari and rice to yam, bread and vegetables, many families say a simple trip to the market has become a struggle. Some households are cutting down on portions. Others are dropping certain meals altogether, while petty traders complain that their customers are buying on credit more than ever. Now, the government and experts often say relief is coming, but for most people, the reality is very different. And that's why today we want to hear directly from you. Are prices coming down in your area? Are you noticing any change at your local market, or is food still getting more expensive by the day? This is now your platform. Would like to hear from you. Pick up your phone and call us in. Let us know what is going on in your area, what is going on in your markets. The phone numbers are displayed on your screen. Make sure you call us in. Send us a WhatsApp message if you're not able to call us, so that we can hear your thoughts. And join the conversation. Your voice does matter at this particular point. Let us hear what is going on around you and how it is affecting you, and how much I would say you spend when it comes to getting food items, and how this relief, I would say, that's been said is happening at the moment. Tell us the realities in the markets and close by to you. All right, I believe we have our first caller. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mr. Paul. I'm calling from Bagudu.
Good morning, Mr. Paul. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Honestly, in my area here, food has started coming down. The price of food has started coming down in my body. Yes, I can attest to that. Governments are trying, but I want them to be try. Me, I'm not a farmer. Yes, but much needs to be done to complement this effort of these farmers, so that they can be encouraged to continue to farm. Because if government is forcing them to reduce the price of their commodity, and they do that, and they are unable to get all these farming put at the affordable rate, that will discourage them from going into farming the next season. So we need to consider that. Government should do things that will make all this farming put affordable for these people. Even if they can subsidize it for them, it will be better. I'm not a farmer, but it's very, very essential. You cannot continue a business that you are doing and you are not making any profit. Even in that studio that you put on, if they are not paying your salary as a trainer, or what they are paying you will not take care of your expenses, you will not be encouraged to come into the office there to do your work. So they should consider that. Then lastly, concerning all these urban roads, these rural roads, you know, local government, there is no farm that is not located in a particular local government. But our local governments are not functioning because of the way the state government are hijacking their affairs and their funds. So if the local government is functioning, at least all these roads, even though they are not taxed, they can be graded for farmers to access a market easily with their products. So all those things too need to be taken into consideration. If all those things are done, then food can be cheaper. We think that our family will be happy, the farmers too will be happy, everybody will be happy, and the nation will be at peace. So I think government should rise up and do something. Thank you very much this morning. God bless Trust TV News. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Paul. Maimuna, what are your thoughts on this? Do you believe that so far we've heard that in Makurdi, food prices have gone down? Do you think it is the same in every area in Nigeria? Or let's hear from our callers.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's same price of, how much it sells in Benue, Abuja, Lagos. I mean, it differs, But then, yes, we know that, some food items are still, on the rise, while some have gone down,
like potatoes have gone down.
Yes, it has gone down, and because yam is out, the new yam as well has gone down. So yes, I know that some food items are still on the rise. While we question these things, some people will tell you that, oh, remember that the cost of transportation is still high. Okay, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Trust TV.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. Suleiman Shaibu. I'm calling you from Kano.
Good morning, Mr. Suleiman. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead with your thoughts.
My thought, limiting it in my area, generally we can say the prices of food commodities is coming down. But I have a problem with this coming down. We've been looking for opportunity to share our opinion, hoping it will get to the ear of the government and government representatives. On one hand, one will be happy the prices are coming down. On the other, I am entertaining fear that this effort embarked by government in bringing down the prices is a short-term intervention that is likely to cause more havoc, more difficulty in a very near future. Farmers that engage in the farming this year, Trust TV, I want you to please do your independent investigation and reaching out. Our contact and engagement with these farmers is a one that is very discouraging, in the sense that they bought fertilizers, fuel, and they paid labor at a very exorbitant rate. All of a sudden, the government, as they alleged, government gave money to some few Nigerians and imported these food items, thereby crashing the prices of the food items. Now, all of them are saying they don't even know what to do with the end product of their farm, because each time they attempt to sell, they discover that they are selling seriously at loss, which means vast majority of them are saying next year they are not likely to go to farm, because it doesn't make meaning that you farm, you cannot even recover the amount of money you put into the farming, talk less of anticipating a profit. So what will happen now with this intervention, if naturally our people do not go to farm a year or two to come, because of the fear that if they do, government eventually is going to import the end product of another country, crashing the prices of the food item and consequently making them to do everything at loss. Internally, we are going to experience a serious scarcity of the food. And the law of the demand is a well-known law to everybody, whether you go to school or no. Once the commodity is scarce, you don't even need to explain that definitely the cost is going to skyrocket. And we are going to come back to square zero. We are going to have prices going higher than what we are experiencing now. My advice to government, that if truly government want to bring succor and some sense of relief to its populace, it is not the end product that government will subsidize. The government should subsidize the process. As I speak with you up to today, fertilizer is sold at the cost of 60, 65, 70,000 naira, as the case may be. You bought a bag of fertilizer, 70,000 naira. Now the whole rice is sold at the cost of 60 or 65,000 naira. What is the cost of the labor you inputted in the process? What is the cost of diesel and transporting the end product to anywhere? Where will that amount going to be recovered from? As good as the policy is, the embedded negative consequences need to be addressed. The government should look into ways of subsidizing fertilizers. They should look into way of intervening in terms of the transportation cost. The government should look into giving interest-free loan, soft loan to these farmers, so that we can feed ourselves in Nigeria. But you went outside, empower farmers of other countries by massively buying their farm produce while neglecting the farmers of your own country. In fact, not only neglecting, you are weakening them economically. And they are threatening that they cannot go to farm next year also. Then we will have a lot of food scarcity and we will be coming back to square zero. So government should subsidize the process, not the end product. Thank you very much for giving us opportunity to share our own opinion on this very important topic. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Suleiman, for your contribution. When it comes to food prices or food inflation, at the end of the day, it's a long chain from farm to table, and each and every step does matter. But then when there's a declaration that yes, inflation has gone down, food prices have eased up, there should be a relationship between that declaration and what is going on at the markets, or what's going on when Nigerians go to the market and get their food so that they can be able to afford it.
Absolutely, and that is why Nigerians are making the statement that even though the inflation has gone down, it's still not reflecting on what they get to see when they go to the market. Exactly what the realities are. But then, for me, I always ask: is it that these inflations are just these numbers are just numbers on papers, or is it that it should reflect, but then some traders and some farmers are not agreeing to it, or they are not reflecting it on their produce? But come to think of it, if they are buying a bag of fertilizer for that amount, it's definitely, it's business. They will definitely impute that when they are making their analysis when it comes to spending. Hello, good morning, thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Kennedy. I'm calling from Maiduguri.
All right, thank you so much for calling in. So what's the situation concerning food prices in Maiduguri?
Yes, what government is doing is a very good policy by crashing down the food prices. But as the other speaker just said, the food service has to be subsidized completely. Because the implements used in farming, fertilizers, and other things that are involved in farming, the prices have to come down. That is what we encourage the farmers. If not, we'll have prices next year. Because in the process, when I put in my money this year, and at the end, I'm not able to get anything out of it. I'll be discouraged. And also, prices of other items, apart from foodstuffs, has to come down. Because this thing does not only involve food. There are processes, there are chains involved. So those things have to be, the prices have to be brought down completely. So as a farmer, too, when you input your money in your farm, you'll be able to get something. Or a situation where you, after investing money, some go as far as they go to the bank to borrow, to get loans for this thing. Then when you impute this money and at the end nothing comes out, you will be discouraged. In the first place, how will you even pay back the loan? That is a big challenge. So what government is doing, they are doing the right thing, but they have to help the farmers. They have to help the farmers by reducing prices of fertilizer, farm implements, and other things, even chemicals that they use in all these things. All the prices have to be affected, not only the food prices. Thank you. This is my take on this.
All right, thank you for calling in and sharing your thoughts. The phone lines are still open. Do well to call in and talk to us. We want to hear from you this morning, real time. How much, maybe let's say, for example, the last time you bought a bag of rice, how much did you get it for? And, you know, going back, how much were you able to get it? We really want to hear from you this morning. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Zaria. Ahmed is my name.
All right. Good morning, Ahmed. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Alhamdulillah, the price of foodstuff is coming down. We are happy with that. We appreciate the government. If not for their intervention, people will have died. As I am talking to you, I know what happened in the community where I live, the effect of hunger. I saw it and I felt it. So if not for this intervention, it would have been something else. I encourage the government to continue doing so. Yes, they are bringing excuses of fertilizers, where our parents not using other manure to farm, must we use fertilizer of 70,000? We should be sincere to ourselves. Our soils are fertile. We don't need to go and get chemicals that they're saying the fertilizer is that. It is act of even laziness. That's just the truth. So if you cannot use local manure and then bless people with food to eat, you are on your own. Saudi Arabia is not farming. They import food. And everybody is looking healthy in Saudi Arabia. Go to Dubai. Dubai is not farming because of the nature of their land. There are food to eat. And nobody is talking about fertilizer. After all, they don't farm. They import food. Ours, as a result of wickedness of one, of late Buhari closing the border and the farmers use the opportunity to skyrocket everything up. Even then, the minimum wage is even 30,000. The cost of food price has gone up. So whoever that wants to farm in this our generation should consider people. Yes, I have a neighbor that said he harvested, he kept them on the store, about 200 bags, waiting for the price to skyrocket. And then he was saying he wants to buy a car. People should die, he doesn't care. He wants to buy a car. Understand? That is wickedness. And we know people that have collected loans from the bank, buy food products. I want the government to start looking at some companies, some farm companies or farming companies that are buying food at high price. They are our crops, our problems. Buy it and store. Whoever that buy food and store in respect of waiting for the price to go up, let the government do something on them. They are one of the people that are bringing scarcity. And when the scarcity of food enters, the price skyrockets. We can't continue that. How are we doing in the Jonathan regime? How are our farmers doing in Obasanjo's regime? We shouldn't punish ourselves for just little window that we have. It's just little window, and the wicked Nigerians. Virtually every Nigerian is a wicked man. Or is a wicked person. Just little window you want to cheat people. Just little window. Enough of that. If you cannot farm with manure, please don't farm. Government will feed us. Sorry, it's oil money. Yes, it's oil money. If you want to build the economy on sincerity. We shouldn't build the economy on lies. Yes. I'm appealing to the same government, if they can make the fertilizer at reasonable price. We have companies that can produce. Must you buy NPK? If they are expensive, don't buy. When they are not selling to them, they will come. When you're not buying from them, they will reduce the price. That's it. I remember previously we buy spaghetti for 20,000. When people return back to normal temu,
Go and grind your corn and eat. They have to reduce the price of the spaghetti because people are no longer patronizing them. And they are going at a loss. But if people are patronizing buying the spaghetti, the price will still remain high. So I'm advising the farmers, change fertilizers. If you can't buy fertilizer, use local manure. That is what our parents were using, our forefathers were using. I also want to appeal to the government again to reduce the price of fuel. It's also contributing. Within bounds on fertilizer. We can't afford buying fuel for close to 1,000 naira. Yes. We want our fuel to return back to 106 naira. Is our fuel. Return it back to us. Now, we have been praying for that budget to come. We know you put in money. Yes, and you are in Nigeria like us. And we should benefit from you. Reduce this price for us so that a lot of things will come safely. Remember there's a judgment day without go. Whatever is that you are not going there with, you're going to heaven with it or heaven. Islamically is your deed that will speak for you. Yes, so you have to let you know to understand that if you like build 10 refineries, if you cannot benefit, there are judgments they are waiting for you. Yes, you know it as a Muslim, you know it. So you can't punish us and then you expect that you are going to heaven. You have to consider people. You have to do sadaqah. We didn't say you should run as a loss, but you know what you can do because there's a judgment. There's a judgment they are waiting.
All right, thank you very much for that. When it comes to, having those food prices coming down, being low, we'd like to hear from you. Make sure you continue to call us in and send us WhatsApp messages as well. All right, we have a phone call.
Hello. How are you?
Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Ajay.
Adi calling from London.
Yes, good morning, Ajay. Thank you for joining in.
Good morning, Adi. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, good morning, Maimuna and Hauwa. I wouldn't have called in, but I want to call in because Ahmed spoke my mind. He's very objective in all his analysis. I encourage Ahmed to be calling on this program all the time. You see, because what I want to say is that people are talking about fertilizer. We don't use fertilizer in those days when we go to farm. We just till the ground, put whatever seed, yam seed, whatever on the ground, do everything, and it grows. So these days they say fertilizer. I think it's laziness, like he said. So that's number one. Number two, men in Nigeria to copy the buses that will offer recently. Get the weather in your local government to. It might not be big like that. To do it, then cook your rice or whatever rice, serve your local, the poor people in your local. Let them eat. Let them bring their plate there and take and eat. For those, do that twice a week. Most especially weekends. So cook the rice, employ some people. They do that in Lagos. Last time during the COVID, every street, you see, this thing, people go there to eat food free. That will help the local people, poorest of the poorest. All the local government. That is pushing the affairs. I'm happy that food are coming down because I send money for them to upkeep. And they told me that the prices are coming down, which makes me happy. But I want it to come down more so that people can feed. Then the government should not relax yet. They should do whatever it takes to help the farmers and the rural road that they want to take their products to the town. The local government, the state government should do that road so that their food will not be perishing in the farm. So that the area they should know. Because when food is taken, in my own language, in the south where they said, when food is taken from your, then your poverty is minimal. That is it. Once you have food, your poverty is minimal because your thinking faculty can work well. You can think properly. So in this part of the world, they don't have any farm, but they make sure food is the cheapest. You can't go. There's no way. If you are going on with that, there are many charities that will give you food So it's free of charge. Just take it. Even there are charities that if you don't have clothes, you go there, they give you the clothes, you don't pay anything because people donate clothes there. So they have in this part of the world, they still have empathy for people. So we should replicate that in Nigeria of putting the money to do other things. Lastly, don't bring anything that you cannot take care of to this world. It's not compulsory you have married 2 wives, 3 wives, 4 wives. If you have 2 kids, stop at that. Things are changing these days. Gone are the days you have 20 children, 23 children. I saw a man posted 2 years ago on TVC. He said he had 23 children, he's still counting more. In Kaduna, I was just laughing because it's ignorant. When you don't have a job to do, you are relying on national cake.
All right.
So, but people should read well.
All right, thank you very much, Ajay, for that. Let's take a couple of WhatsApp messages quickly before we go. And this message is from Abdurrahman Amin. He says, good morning, Trust TV Daybreak team. When the government says food prices are coming down, I believe it's true on paper, but in the market, the story is different. For example, beans has dropped significantly from around 240,000 per bag last year to about 80,000 naira now. That's good news, but rice and gari still act like they are on a special assignment, refusing to follow the same downward trend. Tomatoes too rise and fall like they are in election season. The reality is that even though statistics show some relief, the average Nigerian family is still struggling. Inflation might be slowing, but our soup pots are still under pressure. Prices of staple foods remain high compared to income levels, and this keeps the cost of living heavy on households. In my view, the way forward is not just celebrating figures, but addressing storage, transport, and middlemen issues. Until Nigerians feel the price drop in their kitchen, numbers alone cannot convince them. Like people say, if food inflation is truly going down, let it also go down in my market basket. God bless Nigeria. Thank you, Abdurrahman Amin, for that.
All right, we have another message from Ibrahim Abdelhamid. He says, yes, the prices of food items are coming down, but farmers are losing. As a farmer myself, I don't think I can go to the farm next year if there's no corresponding fall in prices of farm inputs. Thank you for sending in your messages.
All right, before we dive deeper into our...
All right, we have another message from Manson Ojo. He says, thanks to the government for intervention. Government should stop putting a cart before the horse. Economic law of supply and demand is simple. The higher the supply, the lower the price. And the higher the demand, the higher the price. Food is the prime necessity of life, and agriculture is the only source of its supply. Is the government investing in agriculture as it is supposed to be, and there is food inflation? I think no. This is not fuel subsidy. A hungry man is an angry man. Thank you for sending in your message, Manson Ojo.